If you're a DoorDash Dasher, remember these three numbers, 3, 22, and 25. These are the numbers of markets in the now 3 waves of expansion that now have the new Dasher Rewards pilot program. Why is this a big deal? It's because it takes all of these Dasher benefits, the Top Dasher program, priority access, access to the large order or catering program, early access scheduling, and access to VIP support, all under one criteria umbrella. And it used to be just 3 marketplaces when initially launched here. Again, technically still as a beta in June of 2023, just Grand Rapids, Michigan, Corpus Christi, Texas, and Lubbock, Texas. So instead of getting the individual benefits and individual criteria of those other programs, again, it's rolled into one here, so you'd get benefits basically from everything. But it depends on your level, so silver, gold, or platinum, and then you can get the priority access. That's now just line 1 here. Priority access to high paying orders. You get priority at the silver level, so you probably want that so you can get more higher paying offers. But then you get increased priority at the gold level. Well, that sounds better because I get even more priority, so I can be chosen, send that order to me, make more money. But platinum then gets the top priority to the highest paying orders. Typically, DoorDash has said, and that's orders that pay $2+ a mile. They've been off and on if that's really the case. But again, highest paying offers on the platform. Access to large orders. Why does that matter? And that is only for the highest level here, the Platinum Dashers. Get more of the high value orders when you have a catering bag. You get a catering bag, a one-time expense, not expensive really. And then you unlock, in essence, DoorDash Drive in the past, what it was called here. They're catering options. And the reason why you want those is even DoorDash has said those can pay quite well, making it a good earnings opportunity. So what used to be email invite only for these catering runs, now it's locked behind this platinum, the highest levels of this Dasher Rewards program. Then October of 2023, just a couple of months later there, this program was expanded to 22 more markets. And then now in January 2024, at least this is when I noticed it. Let me know if you've noticed this in the newest marketplaces down below in the comments, but the criteria levels haven't changed. We need 70% acceptance rate. So the percent of orders that you accept, that you agree to complete out of the prospective offers that they give you, you need to accept 70%. Then you need to complete 95%. So if there's any kind of car malfunction, insane traffic and construction, personal emergencies, or for whatever reason, you need to cancel really long wait to the restaurant, anything like that, you can only cancel 5% of the time. So here is the newest list that I just noticed again here in January 2024 with 25 new marketplaces. So let me know if your marketplace is affected because there's one in here that's absolutely massive. So going over just the newest marketplaces added here in orange: Augusta, Georgia; Bakersfield; Bloomington, Indiana; Boston, Buffalo; Casper, Wyoming; Central Valley; Clarksville, Tennessee; College Station; Corvallis, Oregon; Delaware, just all of Delaware, okay? Fort Worth; Goldsboro, North Carolina; Kalamazoo, Michigan; Kennewick; Killeen; Los Angeles. The entire LA market, arguably the biggest marketplace for DoorDash. We have New York, Miami, but some parts of Texas maybe, but LA, I'm betting, is probably the biggest marketplace in the entire US here for DoorDash, and now has this new Dasher Rewards beta program. Continuing, Madison, Morgantown, West Virginia; North Bay; Poconos Mountains, leaking into Pennsylvania here where I'm at. I'm in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania; Pullman, Washington; St. George, Utah; Tyler, Longview; Yakima, Washington. Let me know down below in the comments if you have this new Dasher Rewards beta program. You can see it in your ratings tab. That should be different there. Speaking of, remember the criteria that I showed you, that it's basically the same thing, a lot of carryover from prior programs, and this hasn't changed from last year when they introduced this beta program, but then I saw this note. Okay, doubly noted. Requirements for different levels in the program will depend on your area. Please check the ratings tab in the Dasher app to see what the qualifications are in your area. Hopefully not affecting the acceptance rates. Can you imagine an even higher, like 75%? Hopefully not higher. Hopefully no one's seeing higher AR minimum acceptance rates. Now, one thing that is different than, let's say, Top Dasher, which you had to have the qualifications by midnight at the end of the month, or same thing basically for priority access, that this is on a rolling basis. So they say, once you qualify, your new eligible rewards will be unlocked and will remain active as long as your ratings stay within the requirements for your level. Some rewards will take up to 24 to 48 hours and may require equipment approval to activate. That's just referring to the catering bag, most likely. Now, here's something new you might not know about. So consider if you're new, consider if you're just signing up, or if you've been doing this stuff, dashing for a bit, you might not know this. So DoorDash is going to give special perks to new Dashers. Which perks? It's going to most likely be access to higher paying orders as well. For Dashers who just joined DoorDash and have completed less than 50 deliveries, etc., new Dashers will have access to special perks on your first 50 deliveries. With Dasher Rewards, the program we're talking about, you'll be able to unlock multiple levels of those same perks, which means they're giving you Dashers trial runs to these new perks here and more, all as a thanks for high quality deliveries. So quite literally, a new Dasher in any of these affected markets for their first 50 deliveries can see the highest paying offers that you would have to grind away for 50% or 70% acceptance rate just to get. Just letting you know about that. Something like this, $14.45 guaranteed. And notice it doesn't say includes expected tip. It just said guaranteed. That verbiage may change based on your marketplace. 5.6 miles. Cool example from Chipotle, but hold on here. High paying order. Your gold status gave you priority for this order. Remember there's silver, gold, and platinum? Well, now they're listing this example. Your platinum level gave you priority for this order. So I guess when they updated the site, they wanted to update the status level as well. Nothing else changed. Okay. And of course, if you don't feel like going to the support page for the Dasher Rewards program, of course, they're going to say this as well, which I noticed that they can modify basically anything, the qualification terms, the rewards offered, and available markets at any time, which I understand. That makes sense. They can also terminate it or modify the program, what the rewards are or how you earn them or the duration or the availability of the program, but also reserving the right to offer select rewards and or make modifications to the program only to limited cohorts of participants. So may we see even micro level, regional, or local beta tests that are further changing this, again, for limited cohorts of participants. Overall verdict though, and what this means for you as a Dasher, if you have this or if you don't have it. If you have this, like LA especially, like these other 25 marketplaces in this recent announcement, that it further, I said this when this first came out, it further locks the highest paying orders behind yet another wall. It's not just 2 levels of priority access anymore at 50% and 70% AR respectively. It is now 3. It is the silver, it is the gold, and now it's the platinum. So if you don't have any of that, and I've said this before, you are literally fourth in line to get access to $2+ a mile, or however they want to define it, the highest paying orders. But honestly, it's a bit concerning to say the least when I can sign up for peak pay, a per delivery bonus $1 to $3, and then base pay of, like, to be honest, around the minimum $2, $3, $4. And then are we really just hoping that the customer tips to make it a good order? Because obviously the miles have to make sense there. And all of the really, really solid orders are just for Dashers that are accepting 50% minimum acceptance rate. But to do that, then I've said from day one, mathematically, is it going to make sense? Is it going to make you more money to accept 50%, let alone 70% of prospective orders, just to get the access to the higher paying orders? Of all this, what I'm most curious about, let me know how you feel about this, is the proportion of orders that you're getting that are, we'll call it high paying, $2+ a mile, because I feel like it's pushing it to the priority access, or in this case, the Dasher Rewards program. And I'm just concerned about that piece of the pie of Dashers that aren't, qualifying, let's say, for this Dasher Rewards program. That proportion of Dashers, is it going to be worth it for you? If you have this program, especially in LA, Miami, these other marketplaces, let me know. Let me know over the next couple of weeks, are you seeing less and less of the higher paying orders? Because again, there's three tiers. There's three tiers of Dashers that have higher priority than you.